Welcome to our channel English Avenue. Self-love is not selfish. Self-love is not pride. Self-love is not thinking you are better than other people. Self-love means you finally understand that your life also matters. It means you stop treating yourself like you are nothing. It means you stop breaking your own heart just to keep other people happy. It means you stop begging for respect from people who never value you. Many people love others deeply, but they forget themselves. They care for others. They support others. They forgive others. They motivate others. But when it comes to themselves, they become harsh. They blame themselves. They insult themselves. They punish themselves for old mistakes. They ignore their own pain. This is why self-love is powerful. Because self-love brings you back to yourself. It teaches you to respect your mind. It teaches you to protect your peace. It teaches you to heal from your past. It teaches you to build a better future. And remember, self-love is also important for your English journey. When you love yourself, you do not insult yourself for making mistakes. You do not say, "My English is bad." You say, "My English is improving." You do not stop because you are not perfect. You practice, you learn, and you grow every day. So if you want to become stronger, more confident, and more peaceful from inside, you must understand the power of self-love. This is also great for your English practice. Listen slowly, repeat with me, and grow stronger inside. If this helps you, stay with us till the end. Subscribe, save, and keep learning with me. Truth 1. Self-love is not selfish. It is self-respect. Many people misunderstand self-love. They think self-love means ignoring others. They think self-love means only thinking about yourself. They think self-love means becoming proud or careless. But real self-love is not selfish. Real self-love is self-respect. It means you understand your value. It means you know that your feelings matter. It means you stop allowing people to treat you badly again and again. It means you stop saying yes when your heart wants to say no. It means you stop losing yourself just to please everyone. Self-love does not tell you to hate people. Self-love teaches you to stop hating yourself. Self-love does not tell you to leave everyone. Self-love teaches you to stop staying where your peace is destroyed. Self-love does not make you weak. It makes you stronger. Because when you respect yourself, you make better choices. You choose people who respect you. You choose habits that build you. You choose peace over drama. You choose growth over regret. You choose your future over temporary comfort. A person without self-love may accept anything. They may accept disrespect. They may accept toxic behavior. They may accept less than they deserve. They may stay silent even when they are hurting. But a person with self-love knows one thing. My heart is important. My time is important. My peace is important. My life is important. This is not selfish. This is necessary. Because if you do not respect yourself, you may spend your whole life waiting for others to respect you. But the truth is, respect begins inside. When you start respecting yourself, your decisions change. Your standards change. Your confidence changes. Your life starts changing. So never feel guilty for loving yourself. Never feel guilty for protecting your peace. Never feel guilty for walking away from what hurts you. Self-love is not selfish. Self-love is the beginning of self-respect. Truth 2. Self-love starts with the way you talk to yourself. The way you talk to yourself can either build you or break you. Many people do not realize this. They wake up every day and speak negatively to themselves. They say, "I am not good enough. I always fail. I cannot do anything. My English is bad. I am behind everyone. I will never change. These words look small, but they are dangerous because your mind listens to what you repeat. If you keep insulting yourself, your confidence becomes weak. If you keep calling yourself a failure, your courage becomes weak. If you keep saying you cannot improve, your mind starts believing it. This is why self-love begins with your inner voice. Your inner voice should not be your enemy. Your inner voice should become your support. You do not need to lie to yourself. You do not need to say, I am perfect. You only need to speak with kindness and truth. Instead of saying, I am useless, say, I am learning. Instead of saying, I always fail, say, I made a mistake, but I can improve. Instead of saying, my English is bad, say, my English is getting better with practice. Instead of saying, I cannot do this, say, I will try one small step. This small change is powerful because when your words change, your mindset changes. And when your mindset changes, your actions change. Self-love does not mean you ignore your mistakes. It means you correct yourself without destroying yourself. It means you learn without hating yourself. It means you grow without comparing yourself to everyone. Imagine speaking to a child who is learning something new. Would you shout at that child for every mistake? Would you say, you are useless? Would you say, you will never improve? No. You would encourage the child. You would say, try again. You are learning. Mistakes are okay. You can improve. Then why do you speak so harshly to yourself? You are also learning. You are also growing. You also need patience. You also need support. So from today, talk to yourself with respect. When life is hard, encourage yourself. When you make mistakes, guide yourself. When you feel weak, remind yourself that you can rise again. Because the voice inside your mind is with you all day. Make that voice kind. Make that voice strong. Make that voice hopeful. Self-love starts when you stop becoming your own enemy and start becoming your own support. Truth 3. Self-love means accepting yourself while improving yourself. Self-love does not mean you think you are perfect. Self-love means you understand that you are worthy, even while you are still growing. Many people believe they can love themselves only after they become successful. They think, I will love myself when I become confident. I will love myself when I look better. I will love myself when my English becomes fluent. I will love myself when people respect me. I will love myself when I stop making mistakes. But this is not real self-love. Real self-love begins now, not when everything becomes perfect, not when everyone appreciates you, not when your life becomes easy. You must learn to accept yourself in the middle of your journey. Accepting yourself does not mean you stop improving. It means you stop hating yourself while improving. You can accept your current level and still work for a better level. You can accept your mistakes and still correct them. You can accept your past and still build a better future. You can accept that you are not perfect and still believe that you are valuable. This is very important for English learners too. Maybe your English is not fluent right now. Maybe your pronunciation is not perfect. Maybe you make grammar mistakes. Maybe you feel nervous when you speak. But do not hate yourself for that. You are learning. You are practicing. You are becoming better. A learner does not need shame. A learner needs patience. A learner needs courage. A learner needs daily practice. So instead of saying, I am bad at English, say, I am still learning English. Instead of saying, I cannot speak, say, I am building my speaking step by step. Instead of saying, I am too slow, say, slow progress is still progress. This mindset can change your whole journey, because when you accept yourself, you stop fighting yourself. You stop wasting energy on self-hate. You start using that energy for growth. Self-love says, I am not perfect, but I am improving. Self-love says, I made mistakes, but I am not my mistakes. Self-love says, I am behind today, but I can move forward. Self-love says, I deserve respect, even while I am still becoming better. That is powerful, because the person who accepts himself can grow with peace, but the person who hates himself may grow with pain, fear, and pressure. So accept where you are. Be honest about what you need to improve. Then take one small step every day. Do not reject yourself because you are not finished. A seed is not useless because it is not a tree yet. A beginner is not weak because they are not an expert yet. And you are not worthless because you are still growing. You are becoming. And that is enough reason to love yourself. Truth 4. Self-love teaches you to stop begging for attention. One of the strongest signs of self-love is this. You stop begging people to value you. You stop chasing people who ignore you. You stop forcing conversations with people who do not care. You stop breaking your peace for people who never respect your heart. Many people lose themselves because they want attention from the wrong people. They keep messaging first. They keep explaining their pain. They keep proving their value. They keep waiting for someone to finally treat them better. But self-love wakes you up. It tells you, you do not need to beg for basic respect. It tells you, you do not need to chase people who make you feel small. It tells you, you do not need to stay where your heart is always tired. This does not mean you should become cold. It means you should become wise. Love people, but do not lose yourself. Care for people, but do not destroy your peace. Help people, but do not forget your own life. Be kind, but do not allow disrespect again and again. When you truly love yourself, you understand that your value does not depend on someone's reply, someone's attention, or someone's approval. You are valuable even if someone does not notice you. You are valuable even if someone does not choose you. You are valuable even if someone does not understand your journey. Your worth is not controlled by other people's behavior. This truth gives you freedom. Because when you stop begging for attention, you start giving attention to yourself. You start working on your mind. You start building your confidence. You start improving your habits. You start learning. You start healing. You start becoming stronger. You stop asking, why do they not value me? And you start asking, how can I value myself more? That question changes everything. Because the moment you value yourself, your choices change. You stop accepting half-love. You stop accepting disrespect. You stop accepting emotional confusion. You stop accepting people who only come when they need something. Self-love gives you the courage to walk away from places where you are not respected. And sometimes walking away is not weakness. Sometimes walking away is the strongest thing you can do. It means you finally chose your peace. It means you finally chose your dignity. It means you finally chose yourself. Remember this. The right people will not make you beg for respect. The right people will not make you feel worthless. The right people will see your value without you destroying yourself to prove it. So stop begging for attention. Start building yourself. Start loving yourself. Start becoming so strong from inside. that you no longer need the wrong people to make you feel complete. Because self-love is the moment you realize this truth. You are not empty without them. You are complete enough to begin again. Truth 5. Self-love gives you the courage to set boundaries. Self-love teaches you that your peace is important. Your time is important. Your energy is important. Your mental health is important. And not everyone deserves unlimited access to you. Many people suffer because they do not know how to set boundaries. They say yes when they want to say no. They stay silent when something hurts them. They keep giving chances to people who never change. They keep explaining themselves to people who never understand. They keep allowing others to take their time, peace, and happiness. But self-love teaches you a powerful truth. You can love people and still protect yourself. You can care about people and still say no. You can be kind and still have boundaries. A boundary is not a wall of hate. A boundary is a line of self-respect. It says, I care about you, but I will not allow you to destroy my peace. It says, I can help you, but I cannot lose myself for you. It says, I respect you, but I also respect myself. This is very important, because without boundaries, people may treat your kindness like weakness. They may keep taking from you without giving respect. They may keep hurting you because they know you will always stay. They may keep disturbing your peace because you never say, enough. Self-love gives you the courage to say, no, this is not okay. No, I cannot do this right now. No, I need time for myself. No, I will not accept disrespect. No, I will not keep repeating the same pain. At first, setting boundaries may feel uncomfortable. You may feel guilty. You may feel selfish. You may feel afraid that people will leave. But remember this: the people who respect you will respect your boundaries. And the people who get angry because you have boundaries were probably benefiting from your silence. Self-love teaches you to stop being available for every drama. It teaches you to protect your mind from negativity. It teaches you to protect your time from useless distractions. It teaches you to protect your heart from people who only hurt you. It teaches you to protect your future from habits and relationships that keep you weak. Boundaries are not only for people. You also need boundaries with your own bad habits. Say no to too much scrolling. Say no to negative self-talk. Say no to overthinking. Say no to laziness. Say no to anything that slowly destroys your confidence. Because self-love is not only about feeling good. Self-love is about protecting what helps you grow. If you want a peaceful life, set boundaries. If you want a strong mind, set boundaries. If you want to build confidence, set boundaries. If you want to improve your English, set boundaries with distractions and give time to practice. Your peace is not a small thing. Your growth is not a small thing. Your future is not a small thing. So protect them. Do not feel guilty for choosing peace. Do not feel guilty for choosing growth. Do not feel guilty for choosing yourself. Because sometimes the strongest act of self-love is not holding on. Sometimes it is walking away with respect for yourself. Truth 6. Self-love is also discipline. Many people think self-love means only comfort. They think self-love means doing whatever feels good. They think self-love means relaxing all the time, avoiding hard work, and choosing only easy things. But real self-love is not only comfort. Real self-love is also discipline. Because when you truly love yourself, you do not destroy your future for temporary pleasure. You do not waste your whole day and call it self-care. You do not ignore your health and call it freedom. You do not avoid your goals and call it peace. You do not keep repeating bad habits and call it happiness. Real self-love asks a deeper question. What is good for my future? Sometimes self-love means resting, but sometimes self-love means waking up and doing the work. Sometimes self-love means taking a break, but sometimes self-love means stopping excuses. Sometimes self-love means being kind to yourself, but sometimes self-love means being honest with yourself. Discipline is self-love because discipline protects your future. When you practice English every day, that is self-love. Because you are building confidence for your future. When you read something useful, that is self-love. Because you are feeding your mind. When you exercise, that is self-love. Because you are taking care of your body. When you sleep on time, that is self-love. Because you respect your health. When you avoid toxic habits, that is self-love. Because you are choosing growth over destruction. Self-love does not always feel easy in the moment. Sometimes it feels difficult. It feels difficult to practice when you are tired. It feels difficult to say no to distractions. It feels difficult to wake up early. It feels difficult to leave bad habits. It feels difficult to choose discipline over comfort. But these difficult choices create a better life. Temporary comfort can make you feel good today, but discipline can make you proud tomorrow. And self-love is not only about today's feelings. Self-love is also about your future self, the version of you who wants peace, the version of you who wants confidence, the version of you who wants success, the version of you who wants to speak English fluently, the version of you who wants to become stronger. That future version of you needs your discipline today. So do not say, "I love myself," and then keep hurting your future with weak habits. Show self-love through action. Practice when you promised yourself. Take care of your body. Protect your mind. Use your time wisely. Learn something new. Speak kindly to yourself. Walk away from what breaks you. Build habits that make you proud. This is real self-love. Not just words, not just emotions, not just comfort. Self-love is discipline with kindness. It means you do not hate yourself into improvement. You love yourself into growth. You do not punish yourself. You guide yourself. You do not insult yourself. You support yourself. You do not give up on yourself. You keep building yourself. So remember this. Discipline is not against self-love. Discipline is one of the strongest forms of self-love. Because every time you choose what is good for your future, you are telling yourself, my life matters. My growth matters. My future matters. And that is the power of real self-love. Truth 7. Self-love helps you heal from the past. Self-love gives you the strength to stop living inside your old pain. Many people carry their past everywhere. They carry old mistakes. They carry old regrets. They carry old heartbreak. They carry words that hurt them. They carry memories that made them feel weak. They carry failure, rejection, guilt, shame, and disappointment. And because of that, they cannot fully enjoy the present. They cannot move forward with peace. They cannot believe in a better future. But self-love teaches you one powerful truth. Your past is a chapter. It is not your whole story. Maybe you made mistakes. Maybe you trusted the wrong people. Maybe you wasted time. Maybe you failed at something important. Maybe you were not strong enough before. Maybe you allowed people to hurt you again and again. But that does not mean your life is finished. That does not mean you are broken forever. That does not mean you cannot become new. Self-love helps you say, yes, I went through pain, but I will not let that pain control my whole life. It helps you say, yes, I made mistakes, but I can learn from them. It helps you say, yes, I was hurt, but I can heal. Healing does not mean you forget everything. Healing means you stop allowing the past to hurt you every day. Healing means you take the lesson, but you release the weight. Healing means you stop punishing yourself for the person you used to be. Many people are kind to everyone except themselves. They forgive others. They understand others. They give others new chances. But when they make one mistake, they punish themselves for years. This is not self-love. Self-love means you also deserve forgiveness. You also deserve patience. You also deserve a new beginning. If you are learning English, this truth is also important. Maybe in the past, someone laughed at your English. Maybe someone corrected you in a rude way. Maybe you tried speaking and felt embarrassed. Maybe you failed many times. Maybe you started learning and stopped again and again. But do not let that past experience stop your future fluency. You are not the same learner anymore. You can start again. You can speak again. You can improve again. You can become confident again. Self-love says, I will not use my past as a prison. I will use it as a lesson. That is real power. Your pain can become wisdom. Your failure can become experience. Your heartbreak can become strength. Your mistakes can become guidance. Your struggle can become your story. But only if you stop hating yourself for what happened. You must understand this. You cannot heal while constantly insulting yourself. You cannot grow while constantly blaming yourself. You cannot move forward while holding your past like a heavy stone. At some point, you must tell yourself, I did not know better before, but now I am learning. I was weak before, but now I am becoming stronger. I made mistakes before, but now I am choosing better. I was hurt before, but now I am healing. This is self-love. It is not pretending that the pain never happened. It is deciding that the pain will not own you forever. Every day, give yourself permission to begin again. Begin again with a better mindset. Begin again with better habits. Begin again with more patience. Begin again with more self-respect. Begin again with more courage. Because your past may explain why you are hurt, but it does not decide how far you can go. You still have time. You still have power. You still have a future. You can still rebuild yourself. And sometimes, the person who is broken the most becomes the person who understands life the deepest. So do not be ashamed of your scars. Your scars mean you survived. Your scars mean you kept going. Your scars mean life tried to break you, but you are still here. And if you are still here, your story is not over. Self-love helps you heal. Self-love helps you rise. Self-love helps you turn pain into power. Truth 8. Self-love makes you stronger from inside. The greatest power of self-love is that it makes you strong from inside. Not outside, inside. Because outside strength can disappear. People can leave. Situations can change. Money can come and go. Praise can come and go. Success can rise and fall. But inner strength stays with you. When you love yourself, you stop depending completely on other people to feel valuable. You stop needing everyone's approval. You stop breaking down every time someone ignores you. You stop losing your peace because someone does not understand your worth. You become rooted inside yourself. This does not mean you do not need people. Everyone needs love, support, and connection. But self-love teaches you not to lose yourself while loving others. It teaches you to stand alone when needed. It teaches you to continue when nobody claps. It teaches you to believe in your journey even when people do not understand it. A person with self-love is not easily destroyed by rejection, because they know rejection does not define their value. A person with self-love is not easily controlled by opinions, because they know other people's opinions are not always truth. A person with self-love is not easily broken by failure, because they know failure is a lesson, not an identity. A person with self-love becomes emotionally stronger. They can feel pain, but they do not become the pain. They can feel fear, but they do not allow fear to control them. They can feel loneliness, but they do not think they are worthless. They can make mistakes, but they do not give up on themselves. This is inner strength. Self-love tells you, I may be struggling, but I am still valuable. I may be tired, but I am not defeated. I may be alone, but I am not empty. I may be learning, but I am not weak. This kind of strength changes your life. Because when you become strong from inside, your decisions become better. You stop choosing people who damage your peace. You stop accepting disrespect just because you are afraid to be alone. You stop comparing your journey to everyone else's journey. You stop speaking to yourself like an enemy. You stop destroying your future for temporary comfort. Instead, you start building yourself. You start protecting your time. You start improving your mind. You start caring for your body. You start practicing your skills. You start choosing peace. You start choosing growth. You start choosing yourself in a healthy way. Self-love also builds confidence, not fake confidence. Real confidence. Fake confidence says, I am better than everyone. Real confidence says, I do not need to compare myself with everyone. Fake confidence needs attention. Real confidence has inner peace. Fake confidence breaks when people criticize. Real confidence listens, learns, and continues. That is the confidence self-love gives you. For English learners, this is life-changing. When you love yourself, you do not stop speaking because someone may laugh. You do not quit because your grammar is not perfect. You do not feel ashamed because your accent is different. You do not compare your English journey with someone who is already fluent. You tell yourself, I am learning. I am improving. I have the courage to speak. My mistakes are helping me grow. This mindset makes you stronger because English learning is not only about language. It is also about confidence. It is about courage. It is about patience. It is about believing that you can improve. And self-love gives you that belief. When you truly love yourself, you do not wait for the world to save you. You start saving yourself. You do not wait for someone to motivate you every day. You start encouraging yourself. You do not wait for perfect conditions. You start with what you have. You do not wait until you feel ready. You take one small step today. That is inner strength. And once you become strong from inside, life cannot control you so easily. People may doubt you, but you will continue. Life may test you, but you will rise. Mistakes may happen, but you will learn. Pain may come, but you will heal. Fear may appear, but you will move forward. Because self-love gives you a home inside yourself. A place where you can return. A place where you can breathe. A place where you can remind yourself, I am still worthy. I am still growing. I am still becoming. I will not give up on myself. Final message. Self-love is not just a soft feeling. Self-love is power. It is the power to respect yourself, the power to protect your peace, the power to forgive yourself, the power to set boundaries, the power to build discipline, the power to heal from the past, the power to become strong from inside. So from today, stop treating yourself like you do not matter. Your feelings matter. Your dreams matter. Your peace matters. Your future matters. Your growth matters. Speak to yourself with respect. Choose people who value you. Walk away from what breaks you. Build habits that make you proud. Practice English with patience. Make mistakes and keep learning. Do not wait until you are perfect to love yourself. Love yourself while you are growing. Love yourself while you are healing. Love yourself while you are learning. Love yourself while you are becoming. Because self-love is not the end of growth. Self-love is the beginning of real growth. And when you learn to love yourself in the right way, you do not become weak. You become peaceful. You become confident. You become disciplined. You become powerful. You become the kind of person who can fall, heal, rise, and build a better life again. Self-love is power, not noise. It's choosing your peace without guilt. Every time you stop begging for respect and start giving it to yourself, you win. Protect your time. Speak to yourself with respect. Walk away from what drains you. Choose habits that build your tomorrow. Self-love is daily decisions, not a mood. Say it with me. I matter. I'm learning. I keep going.